Alright everybody, welcome to the Gaming Corner. Yes, I am filming this at the exact same time that I'm filming the Striker DC wireless controller. I'm letting that charge up right now. But today we are going to talk about the games I picked up from Respawn Retro Gaming. I went to the Fond du Lac store and I went to the West Bend store. So let's go over what games I picked up from there. We're going to start off with the PlayStation 2. First game, Transformers for the PlayStation 2. I also have this on my Xbox 360. I don't have the PC version anymore, but I really enjoyed this one when it came out. Now this one does say includes a bonus disc. Don't even know if it's in here or not. Never looked. Yep, the bonus disc is in there. It's the first one in. Oh, it's that one. Don't know what's on it. And then the game disc. Transformers. Definitely an awesome game. If you've never played it, I do say try to find this one and play it because it is really good. All right, the next one, sticking with cartoons, movies, / Saturday morning stuff. We got The Incredible Hulk for the PlayStation 2. This one should be pretty good. The only Incredible Hulk game I played of the more, I guess you'd call them recent ones, was the one where it was Destroy Everything. I can't remember the name, but that was the only one I originally played. I played it at a friend's house on, I think, his PlayStation, possibly. Don't remember offhand, but that was the only one I ever really played. So when I saw this one at Respawn, I had to grab it. Alright, so the next one. It has online play, or had online play. Those servers have been closed for a very long time. I have the PC version of it, but I can't remember how to get it to run with those servers being down, because it does have a single player story, but the PC version is using this thing called Game Guard that is just, it was a pain in the ass to get around. So I just had to look for, originally I'm looking for the Xbox 360 version. I can buy it on their store for digital download. I'd rather have the CD, but I did find the CD for PlayStation number 2, and it is Phantasy Star Universe. Now, if I remember this one correctly, there's 2 episodes in here that are playable offline that I really want to play. I still need to throw this into PlayStation 2 to make sure it works during recording of this video, but I am still looking for the PlayStation 3 version. I used to play this one online along with Phantasy Star Blue Burst when they brought that back out. You could actually switch between the two originally, which was very awesome. This is a game I've been after for a while. So when I saw it up at Respawn, I had to get it. Now I just got to find the 360 version. Next game that I picked up. We're now moving over to the Xbox games. So I did pick up 2 Xbox One games. And I'm planning on giving one of these over to one of my sons. I might give the other one over to another one if he wants it. I'll have to check with him. But the first game that I'm giving over to my son, Aaron, the Slade King, is Wreckfest. This is an awesome game. Well worth the money. A lot of fun. I do recommend getting the DLC that comes with the game. You won't have it in this version, though. But definitely well worth it. Bugbear Entertainment, the creators of the Flat Out series, made this one. And it is awesome. So like I said, this one I'm giving over to my son, the Slade King, Aaron. So that will be his copy. The next game. Now this is one that I actually own already, at least the digital version of it. I want to have CD backups just in case. And this is the one I'm going to see if my son Alex wants. If he doesn't, I will give it over to Aaron. I'll have to text Alex a question on this in a little bit later today. But it is Forza Horizon 3 for the Xbox One. An excellent Forza racing game. You won't be able to get any of the DLC for this anymore because it has been delisted. This is the reason why I recommend getting the CDs. Even though you can't have the DLC anymore, you can still play at least the base game. Definitely well worth it. Kick butt racing game. Now let's move over to the Xbox 360. So the first game I picked up for the 360 is a game that I did have once before. And I believe I sold it off because I had the PC version, like the PC version better. So I rebought it again. The reason why I know I had it before is when I put the game in, it shows that I have 2 achievements already. And I can't have achievements if I haven't played the game before. But that is 2 Worlds. This is kind of a corny B-movie style role-playing game. It is fun. I've beaten it on the PC. It's a pretty decent game. I think the PC version is probably a little bit better, but not by much. But definitely well worth it if you're into corny RPGs. Definitely one to look into. The next game, like I just said in the Two Worlds one, or not Two Worlds, Forza Horizon 3, I'm looking at trying to get as many of my games physically as possible. This game I actually own the digital version of. Actually, I own the digital version of all 3 of them in the series. And so far I got 1 out of the 3 now on disc. And that is Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden, however you want to say it. I say Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 2. I need Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 3 still. But got this one now. Like I said, I already have all 3 of them digitally on the Xbox. And I have that, I don't even call it a remake that they did, but they have it on Steam. You can even get the remakes on the Xbox and the PlayStations and that. So I've already got these games, but I wanted to have the physical copy. This next 360 game is one I have been trying to find like mad. This game, in a way, if you want to say it like this, is what I consider to be, I wouldn't really say a holy grail video game, but maybe a forgotten gem, or, you know, a game I think you should pick up. It's not for everybody. For me, it's been a harder one to find. Last time I looked it up on eBay, it was going for a little more than I wanted to spend. So for me, this is one of those games on the 360 that I really wanted. I have the PC version, and it does run off of the Xbox Live service, the 360 service. How long that's going to stay working, I don't know. It still works to this day. But it is Test Drive Ferrari. This game, when I walked into Respawn in West Bend and I saw it, this was the first game I had to pick up. There were a few others I wanted. Two World was there. I wanted that one. Forza Horizon 3 was there. There are a couple other games that I haven't got to yet. But this, to me, is a forgotten gem, whatever you guys want to call it. To me, it's that. It's the holy grail or whatever. To me, it's one of the... My cats are over there fighting. It's one of those games that I wanted because I enjoy this racing game. Doesn't mean you're going to, but I enjoy it. And when I saw it, I had to buy it. That brings us down to the last 2 games, which are both on the Sega Genesis. One of these games I've been looking at for a while, been wanting to get. There's also a Saturn version that I'm going to be after that should have better music in it. Never played it really in the arcades. I knew it was an arcade game. I saw it. I didn't gravitate towards this one at all. But it is Revelation X, featuring Aerosmith. Reason why I say music-wise, it's probably going to be better on the Saturn, because if they're actually using Aerosmith music, it'll sound better on the Saturn since it is CD version. Now this game, you're going to see a little bit of gameplay going on up here. This game is a shooter game. It used to be a light gun game in the arcade. I don't know if you can use a light gun on it here. I wouldn't be able to in this footage you're seeing up here because I am playing it off of the Genesis I have sitting over here. So it's on a flat screen monitor. But this game reminds me of Terminator 2, the arcade game. But it's nowhere near as good. Terminator 2 is a lot better than this one. This is still fun. It looks like you have unlimited continues because I died a bunch, which will make the game a little bit more friendlier for playing because I'll be able to beat the whole thing in one sitting. But this is like Terminator 2's little brother, Terminator 1, Terminator Baby, whatever. It's not as good, but it's definitely fun. The last game that I got. Actually, after I bought this, thought I already had it, but I don't. But the last game that I picked up is one that I just needed to fill out the collection with. I have played it in the past, don't remember much about it. Popped it in just to make sure it works. Played a few minutes of it, which you'll see gameplay pop up here in just a minute. But it is Cyberball. Football with robots. I needed it for the collection. I wanted to get my hands on it, so I bought it. And yep, that's about it. There was really this wasn't like a game I was looking for. Just it was something they had in the store that I did not have yet. So I picked it on up. And it's pretty good if I can learn how to catch a pass. It's been a while since I played Cyberball. But it's football with robots. This is supposed to be the future of football, which with the way football is going with the NFL, they might as well either that or turn it into flag football. That was a different rant for a different day, which you'll probably never hear me actually do. All right, so that was all of my pickups from Respawn Retro Gaming from West Bend and Fond du Lac. Like I've said before in the past, if you get a chance to go down there, head on down there. The store in West Bend is located in downtown West Bend on Main Street. It is pretty much right next to Sal's Pizzeria. And the one in Fond du Lac is off of Scott Street and Main. Almost positive it's Main. I know it's on Scott Street and Main, pretty close to, it's on Scott Street and Main, right by the Little Caesars. So if you get a chance, get on down there, check out both stores, just see what they got in there. But other than that, I'm going to thank you for watching this video. I'm waiting for that controller to charge up some so I can test out my Dreamcast games, which I know will be fine. And then I'll get back on that review. But other than that, we'll see you guys in the next video.